Good evening. We're going to start tonight with some significant developments in the case of a hospital nurse accused of murdering babies she was supposed to be caring for. Manchester Crown Court heard today how Lucy Letby had written "I am evil, I did this" on a piece of paper found in her home. Now, she denies murdering 7 babies and trying to kill 10 more at the Countess of Chester Hospital. Our correspondent Julian Druker is outside Manchester Crown Court, where the 32-year-old is on trial at the moment. We should warn you that some of the details that Julian's going to discuss with us tonight are pretty distressing. Julian, take us through what you heard in court today.
Hi Dan, lots of paperwork was found at Lucy Letby's home when she was arrested, but it's a post-it note that was focused on today. It was enlarged and shown on the big screens in court. On it, there was around 100 or so words that Lucy Letby had written. There is no debate that she wrote it, but her legal team is arguing that it shows her anguish and not her guilt.
She stands accused of murdering 7 babies and attempting to murder 10 more. For 4 days, the case against Lucy Letby has been outlined. Today, as the prosecution came to the end of its opening statement, came details of a discovery described in court as interesting. It was made by police shortly after her arrest in 2018.
Jurors were told about papers and post-it notes recovered from Ms Letby's home in Chester. Within them, the prosecution said, were many protestations of innocence. She'd written phrases like, "I haven't done anything wrong." But then Nick Johnson Casey told the court, "I want to show you one note in particular."
On that note shown to jurors, written by Lucy Letby, it said, "I don't deserve to live. I killed them on purpose because I'm not good enough." It also said, "I am a horrible, evil person." And then at the bottom, in capitals, "I am evil. I did this." Ms Letby worked on the neonatal unit at the Countess of Chester Hospital. As the defence outlined its case, Ben Myers KC said the post-it note showed anguish, not guilt. It was, he said, an outpouring of a young woman in fear, realising the enormity of what was being said about her. And he argued this about the case against her. Sometimes things have gone wrong, or the necessary standards of care have not been met, he said, irrespective of anything to do with Lucy Letby. For that, she should not get the blame. There is a real danger that people will simply accept the prosecution theory of guilt, and that's all we have so far, a theory of guilt based firmly on coincidence. Mr. Myers said there was no evidence of her doing harm to any children. The fact she'd been present at the time a child had deteriorated, he said, had become the prosecution's explanation. Lucy Letby showed no reaction as the court listened to some of the contents of her handwritten notes. She denies all the charges against her. Julian Druker, 5 News, Manchester.